Top of the morning, man. Got to go return this nice rental. Nissan Sentra, man. Had a rental for the weekend. Went to Central Cali. 8th graders had 2 games. We went 1-1. Won one game by 3. Second game, I'm going to say we gave it away. No disrespect to the other team, but we gave that game away. No secret about it. But besides that, this weekend was great. You guys are, hopefully you guys checked out the video on, yesterday's events with the shooting clinic as well as the tryout. I think it was very, very successful and definitely excited for the year. So now the logistic parts take place, making the rosters, putting teams together, sending out emails, practice schedules, game schedules, that part, But, hey, it's what I signed up for. So we'll be getting after that this week, and the rosters will be posted on Friday. And I'm thinking about doing something special with my YouTube channel with announcing those rosters. I think I'm always looking to do things different, So I may feature this channel in terms of the release of the rosters of each team. So that's going to be that. Also, over the next couple of days, you may see some information about our unsigned senior team. We're looking to do a tryout possibly next week. Shout out Coach Reggie, man, for getting involved with us. So you'll see some information on that coming next week. So, man, the staff is strong. The kids are there. The parents are super supportive, man. I think this is going to be our best year ever, from top to bottom. Just having a functional middle school league going right now from 6th to 8th grade, and then having the possibility of having so many teams at the high school level on top of an unsigned senior team. I think this may be the best year we've ever had. So definitely want to thank the staff and thank the parents as well as the kids, man, for making this possible, because AAU is definitely parent-driven, and we are nothing without the support of the parents and the consistent help from our staff. So AAU is never a one-man show unless you just got one team. So if you got multiple teams, you got a real team behind you. So shout out to the guys that are, making this happen or help make this happen. But other than that, man, what I want to basically touch up on besides, catching up on current events is, AAU at this time it's here. There are a lot of teams doing tryouts. We wasn't the only team that had tryouts this past weekend. There were several other teams that had tryouts. And I know I talked about this before in some of my older videos, but once again, man, I'm going to remind you guys, man, make sure you're making a move that's best for you. Sometimes the popular move is not the best move. It might sound good. It might be good to post about you playing on a certain team on Instagram. It may look good, but remember, when you leave that AAU program and you either go back to your high school or you eventually step on campus at a college, all you have is you. You might wear the shorts of the AAU team that you had, or shirts or whatever. You might rock around with the backpack, but you still got only you and you. And when you compete for your high school and or compete at a college one day, the only thing the coach in front of you is going to know is whether you're prepared or not. Do you have the skill set or not? Do you play with intensity or not? That's all you got. So getting back to making the right decisions for AAU, popular doesn't guarantee that. Development guarantees that. Good coaching guarantees that. Playing against heavy competition on a consistent basis guarantee that. All those things matter, man. So, like I said, I don't want to, and it may not, we might be the popular move and we might not be the best move for you. This is not just a video to tell everybody to come play for Rampage. It might be some kids that it may be popular for that kid to play for us, but they may need to stick elsewhere. I'm aware of that. Do what's best for you, but just don't make moves that looks good. Don't do moves for the clout. Don't do moves for the look. Do it for your development. Do it for yourself. Do it for the betterment of your game and your overall career. Like, do it for that. Don't do nothing for the look. Kids who do it for the look, man, they go out there, they try out for these teams that think it'll be a good look or is the popular decision, and they don't get nothing out of it but spending money. because they may not be getting developed properly. They may not be getting all they need. So you just end up spending money. And if you got it, hey, you might not trip if you got it, but I don't care if you're rich or poor. It's never good to just waste money. I don't care how much. I don't care if you're making $1,000 a month or $1,000 a day. It's never good to waste money, because whether it's $1,000 a month or $1,000 a day, it adds up. So whether you can afford to lose the money or not, I still don't think it's wise or smart. Any businessman, any millionaire will tell you it's not wise to waste money. Doesn't matter how much you're making. It's not about how much you make. It's how much you do with the amount that you do make. And if your parents are just pushing money out just to play on a popular team because it's a good look, it's not smart. It's not smart. So just make sure whatever AAU team you try out for, you go out to, it's the right move for you, and you're actually going to get development. You're actually going to play against comp. That's the only way you get better. When you hit the weights, you get stronger by gradually putting weights on and building yourself and adding more weight little by little to the point where, boom, now you bench pressing with 245 plates. And, 6 months to a year ago, you couldn't even bench press with 145 plate on there. It's basketball the same way. You got to get stronger, you got to lift more weight and do it consistently. Basketball, you got to play against more comp and do it consistently. It's the same thing, anything. So that's my video for today, man. I don't want to hold you guys up too long. I got to get to moving. I got a lot of errands to do. If I look tired, it's because I probably am. So I got a real good sleep last night. But, the first thing I had to do was return this rental. So it is early. It won't be early by the time I post this video, but right now it's about 8 in the morning. So it is still early, but I had to get to it, return this rental, get back to the grind. Got a lot of busy stuff going on this week, but I can't wait. But it won't be no more busier than what it was this past month, man, because going to all them playoff games, man, it seemed like it was back to back to back. So unfortunately, we no longer have anybody remaining in the CIF state playoffs except for one team, and that's Justin Sienna. Shout out DJ, man. You guys are still balling. Hopefully you guys can pull it home in the Division 4, man, and bring home a state championship. But outside of him, nobody else is left in the program, so I don't have to worry about going to games. All I got to do is just chill. This is probably going to be the most chill week I'm going to have until probably maybe June when we have that break. So after this week, we're definitely going to be every day probably doing something. Somebody's going to be practicing. So I'm going to get a good chance to do some logistic stuff, but really I get to really chill this week for real. So that's a good thing. So hopefully you guys have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all see me put my seatbelt on. I got to get to it. But yeah, we out.